How's it going out there in Orange County?
Hey, pretty good. Here we go.
Here we go.
Number 3.
Show number 3. Welcome to GZR Ground Zero Radio.
Yep, here we are.
Michaela Compton, Tris Mahaffey, and
Hello.
Mike Karen in the house.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Special guest in about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, Mr. Dave Tibbetts.
All right, Dave's here.
In the house
Dave's
as well to share his original tunes.
Dave's not here, man.
I think Dave's here.
So welcome to Ground Zero Radio on KOCI 101.5 LPFM in Newport Beach, Costa Mesa. Mike, what's going on around town?
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on. For one thing, today is National Chocolate Chip Day.
Oh, my God. He brought
Oh,
cookies.
And
He brought a lot of cookies.
He brought chocolate chip cookies.
just wait till it's like National Bourbon Day.
Hey,
Bourbon and T-bones.
Can I come back that day?
Absolutely.
We're going to have a lot of
Dave,
people.
call Dave.
Did you make those?
No, my friend Mr. Kirkland did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kirkland, that guy.
But they're fresh.
Jeez. Unbelievable. He doesn't bring 1 or 2. He brings like
It's a
a
dozen.
dozen.
Well, being impolite. Anyhow,
Oh, boy.
and more importantly, it's also National EMS Week. You know,
Oh.
for all the EMS workers out there. I want to thanks to all of you guys out
God
there,
bless
for,
them, yeah.
first responders and medical
Definitely.
professionals. Feel
Yep.
a little better knowing that you're there, even when I don't need you. Now, today in history, 1975.
My favorite part of the show.
Yeah, well, thanks. 1975, Fleetwood Mac plays their first concert with new members Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham.
Whoa. That was monumental, too, because there was a lot of people that didn't like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Jeez.
know.
Yeah, they weren't
And
happy about that.
I know.
It
And
kind of worked out.
It worked out really
worked
well.
out.
And also on this day, way back in 1965, the Rolling Stones signed with Decca Records in London, the label that turned down the Beatles 1 year before.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
For those who don't know, the Beatles were turned down because the executives felt that guitar groups are on their way out.
Yes, they are.
And the Beatles have no future in show business.
They didn't, as we know.
I have a
Guitar
feeling that-
groups.
I have a feeling that guy didn't know his stuff.
Yeah, he's probably not there anymore.
Okay, so here's some local events this week. Tomorrow, Tuesday, there's a Nashville-style writers' round at Neat Coffee in Costa Mesa.
Yes.
Also on Tuesday, the Descendants, good old band from Manhattan Beach, they're going to be at St. Rock, which is newly reopened.
Wonderful.
Also on the 17th, Wednesday, Sir Please with Andy Stylis at the Wayfarer here in town. Saturday the 20th, this is not real local, but it's pretty darn close, the Cruel World Festival at the Brookside at the Rose Bowl. Billy Idol, Susie
Wow.
Sue, Iggy Pop, Adam Ant, The Human League, Love and Rockets, Echo and the Bunnymen, and a bunch of the others. So
Jeez.
if you've
I
been
have a
around,
lineup.
if you've been around since the 80s, you know all these bands. It'll be a
Yep.
good show. Birthdays today, Brian Eno, Paul Di'Anno, and who is the original singer of Iron Maiden, and Trent Reznor are both having a birthday on Wednesday. So happy early birthday, guys.
Wow, how about that?
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
We're going to have some chocolate chip cookies in your honor.
In their honor. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Job well done, as usual.
Oh, thanks. That's the news to keep you going for the next 5 minutes.
Bravo. In the studio tonight, Mr. Dave Tibbetts. Welcome to the
Dave is
show.
here. Dave is here. He
Thank
proved
you
it.
for having me. And for the record, I'm a huge Paul Di'Anno fan.
Nice. Nice. Yes.
Excellent. Dave, tell us about you. I understand you are really, really local.
So I grew up on 21st and Orange, as I was mentioning earlier. Made it back into town and played locally. And in between, not much happened. So there's not much to say there, other than I learned how to play some guitar along the way from some good friends who grew up around here as well. And
Cool.
now I play locally and write some music that no one listens to. And
Well, they are tonight.
They
Yeah,
are
that's right.
listening
Yeah.
tonight.
awesome.
That is for show. All right. Well, we're going to start the show off with one of your recent releases titled Moonshine.
Awesome.
You want to tell us a little bit about this?
It features some acoustic guitars. I think it's 2 guitars overdubbed, and other than that, it kind of speaks for itself.
All right. Cool. Let's check it out.
We are
Nice.
back. We are back. Beautiful.
Yeah, job well done there.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
for listening. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Yep.
So tell us about the production for that song.
So that was actually all done by myself, engineered and produced by myself, if you couldn't tell already.
No, it sounded wonderful.
Awesome, yeah. And again, it was just something I kind of did off the cuff a little bit and
Yeah.
tried to throw some guitars on top of each other and capture some of that finger-picking sound and a little Spanish guitar in
It
there.
was beautiful. I mean, that's inspiration on guitar comes at any time, right? Because
Yeah.
you come up with something and you end up needing to put it down on something.
Totally.
I know for me as a guitar player, my phone.
Yeah.
I'm propping my phone up on like record mode.
Right.
It falls over, and I'm trying to get so I don't forget it.
It's better than the days of the Tascam, right? When you had the tape and then you try to play it back and it was in reverse or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Gets eaten the transport or whatever.
Totally.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Did you record this on a digital machine or?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
a little Yamaha digital
Cool.
workstation. I record everything on and then dump it on the computer and let the computer do the rest for me,
Nice. Well, you were mentioned that you spent some time in Portland. Were you doing music up there?
I went to school up there and I was
Oh.
doing some music up there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was about 100 years ago.
Okay.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
I got to play some good music.
I'm from Seattle originally, so Portland's obviously the next major city down there, and traveling
Yeah.
through there. I was always amazed at the music scene that was happening in Portland.
Yeah.
Huge. Everybody talks about Seattle, how big that scene was, but the music scene in Seattle or Portland is, I don't know, it's just as big, but it seemed that way. Street musicians everywhere.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I probably ran out of money in my pocket because I'm throwing money in the
Right.
guitar case.
Yeah, I was
Awesome.
lucky enough to play with some super talented people up there, of course.
Yeah,
And
oh,
part
yeah.
of my musical education for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, the live stuff will teach you faster than any four walls of a schoolroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
Awesome.
But kids stay in school.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mike, for
And never
saving
take
us.
up the guitar or any other instrument. Just FYI.
Gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
Now. Come on now.
I heard it's easy as fishing
Right.
to be a musician, but
Yeah.
what do I know?
Easy as fishing. Well, it depends on what. Well, I don't know.
That's a
Fishing-
song.
Yeah, that is a song.
Yes.
Easy
Taking
as
care of business.
fishing, a little more difficult than fusion.
You need to call Cosette with that idea. Cosette Smith.
Yeah.
Call her about that
Okay.
song idea. That'd be perfect in her genre, huh?
Yep.
All right. Next up, we're gonna listen to Iron, Coin of the Realm.
Awesome. Yeah, I love Iron Maiden. As we were talking about
Yeah.
Paul Diano, I just figure you put iron in front of anything, it probably sounds tough and kind of cool.
Iron Maiden,
Right.
Iron Butterfly.
Right.
Love it already.
Right.
All right.
Cool.
Let's check it out.
All right.
Thank
What's up?
That's cool.
What's up? Tell us again about the glass on the electric.
Yeah, so that one little sound that's in that break is I took a glass and then used it as a slide on the electric, but held the electric like a lap steel flat. And then just did, a little slide up, and it kind of sounded cool, and it stuck. Yeah.
Pretty cool little machine. So I saw a guy on YouTube the other day. There's a product, I don't know if you've seen it, that turns your guitar into a slide guitar.
I don't think I've seen that.
So it slips between the strings and the neck.
Right.
And it's like a sheet of plastic or something, so it hides the frets.
Wow.
And you can just slide the notes up.
Right.
It's really cool.
Oh, definitely have to check that
It's
out.
it's cheap. Before you leave, I'll show you, who makes it or whatever. I'm going to get one.
Red.
It just sounds like fun.
Yeah.
It just totally sounds like slide guitar. I mean, you can play regular guitar, but actually just take the whole chord and...
So you don't need a slide. It's just the
it's your
apparatus
finger
on there.
Yeah, it's your
Cool,
finger.
man. Yeah, that's
You're
cool.
sliding up with your fingers. It's really neat.
That's bitching.
How smart somebody come up with that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kept dropping the beer bottle that he's
I
using
know.
to slide. And
Well, I'm always
gotta be a
using the
better way.
mic stand. I grab the mic stand and it
Yeah,
doesn't
that
work.
works.
It's out of tune,
Right.
I have a slide story.
Do you?
I do. Not as interesting as yours, but it's still a cool story.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
yeah, would you like to share it with us, or is it?
No, she's going to keep it.
I don't
to
know.
herself.
Next
I don't
week
know.
on the
Tris
Kayla
just was like,
Compton.
no, let's talk about Dave. All right, so next up, Dave. So your princess
Right.
is in another castle,
Right.
right? Interesting title. Very interesting title.
It's a good title.
Right? That's what we're going to check out next. You want to tell us anything before I kick it off?
I would say that phrase is probably very familiar to anybody who's played Super Mario Brothers growing up.
Okay.
That's all I have to say
All
about
right.
that.
Something. Uh-huh.
Good title.
Right?
Great.
Here you go. Oh, we want to start there from the top, though.
Very nice.
I hope the microphone was not picking up me tapping my foot, because I just realized I was doing this over here and it was making a click, 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 click,
Awesome.
click.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's good. That's good.
Going for some extra points or extra lives, and
That's right.
great timing on that song too, with,
All right.
with the movie out in theaters and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario
Yes.
Brothers.
Hey.
You planned that.
Yeah. I keep waiting for them to call me. I don't know what the holdup is.
I think it's Luigi. That guy
Right.
seemed like he's probably the problem.
He is hard to work with, I've heard.
Yeah.
That's so
Trust that
funny.
guy.
That's so funny. When my daughter and I are going to go see that movie, and when I do, I'm going to pay attention to the. Yeah, they did a really good job actually with the video games of putting in some. I want to say adult content, but that's not what I mean. I don't mean X-rated content. I mean like just stuff that adults would get
Right.
as well. Not just kiddos.
Yeah. There's great stories. I mean, anyone who grew up with the 8-bit video games, is great hand-eye coordination and kept you off the streets for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pong.
I was just thinking that.
Love Pong.
Yep.
Yep.
Ding. And then Asteroids was like, whoa,
Yeah.
whole nother level.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You want to really bend the minds of people who grew up in different times.
Right.
It's that.
Oh, yeah.
Pong, Centipede, stuff like that. Well, I didn't have that. I had Pong.
Yeah, and I gotta say, a lot of that music was a huge influence on me growing up. A lot of that video game music was so
Yeah.
cool and almost classical, but with those weird synthy 8-bit
Yeah,
sounds that I loved, and still kind of enjoy it and try and integrate into some music. Yeah.
It's interesting you say that because I went to, I think it was CES show years ago, and there was this long line of people. And it was almost like the NAMM show,
Right.
like a signing. And I'm like, what is that? And it's like, oh, they're waiting in line to get an autograph from this guy. And this guy was dressed in like bright fluorescent jumpsuit,
Right.
and his hair was green and blue and pink. And apparently he was a writer of video game music.
so cool.
And
Yeah.
people were there just to get his autograph.
That is so cool.
I was amazed.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
you would have never known of him unless he was authored the video game
Right.
music.
Right.
But, yeah, I know. Anyways, that's my story.
Oh, it's so
Interesting story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you were, so we were wondering, Dave, do you sing?
I do sing. Yeah, I sing a lot. I haven't released a lot of the tunes I have vocals on. And that's just a personal preference of curating kind of my library and presenting a certain thing that I feel like, I don't know, stands apart a little bit maybe. And it's a little more composition oriented versus like singer-songwriter vibe, which is awesome too. But, I'm not trying to saturate an already oversaturated thing, and
Yeah.
want to have some stuff that maybe has a little more, character or personality to it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. It's you being you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. When Dave sings over at Plays and sings over at 21 Oceanfront, how often are you there?
So I'm there Wednesdays solo, and there Fridays with Heidi, and then usually I do one other time a week solo, depending on the time of the month. Yes.
Yeah. And a whole bunch of singing going on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I grew up on, I love Jackson Brown, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Neil Young, Bob Dylan, a lot of the singer-songwriter. Are we allowed to say those names on air?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So definitely grew up loving all that. James Taylor. Again, just as far as what I release, I'm trying to have a certain body of work that stands apart a little bit, and just a little more unique kind of.
Yeah. It is. It is.
So difficult.
It is completely different
Yeah.
from what you'll hear if you go hear him and solo or with Heidi at 21 Oceanfront.
Yeah.
I'm trying to plug those gigs for you.
Oh, thanks. Awesome.
Yeah.
Plug.
Plug,
It's fun.
plug.
It's fun. It's a great place. Great venue.
Yes, it is.
I never even heard of it. That's how much I get out.
Newport Beach. Have you heard of
Okay.
that one?
Yeah, there's
Kind of right down here.
right. Okay.
And yeah, it's where well, I was going to say where there's a cluster, like there's clusters. Yeah, there's a cluster of restaurants
On PCH?
on the beach.
Really?
Literally on the
Nice.
beach. Literally.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
See, I got to get out
Yeah.
more.
Great
It's
sunset,
nice.
great
It's
place
nice.
for art, great atmosphere.
Wonderful.
A lot of love in the room.
Yeah.
Great place.
And it's an upscale. 21 Oceanfront's an upscale place.
Well, that's why I've never been there.
Well,
There it is, right there. You didn't
You
have to
gotta-
say that.
you gotta-
I knew where she was going.
We've been thrown out of
And she
places
did.
we've never been before.
right.
look, I learned a long time ago how to do that. You order appetizers. And you do
Okay.
your drinking before or after.
Okay.
And that's how I afford it.
No happy hour
there's
there.
my little
with,
secret.
Meatballs and little mini
No.
hot dog wraps.
No,
I'm
yeah.
sure there is a happy hours, maybe.
God, I
haven't
hope
even
they're
looked
not
at that,
listening to
but
this station right now. We're in trouble if they're listening.
Hey,
well, I'm in favor of the place. I've been there, and I will definitely go back. Yes, yes. But that's how you do it.
Yeah.
and we tip well. We tip well.
Yes.
Sorry,
Great.
we're stealing the show away from Dave. It's
Dave Tibbetts
No,
in
take
the
it, take it.
house.
Have it.
Dave
Thank you,
Tibbetts in the
guys.
house.
Sorry.
Yes.
Saving me. You're saving me.
not- Okay.
Yeah, the man does sing. Yes. All right. Next up, though, we have Sweet Science.
Awesome.
All right,
Sweet
cool.
Science. I know it's not anything how it goes, but I couldn't help it.
Hey, I'm a
Think
huge
of that
Oingo
melody,
Boingo fan.
right?
Big time, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. You want to tell us anything about this song before we kick it off?
I would just say it features Ryan Rost on the bass, very talented person. Peter Buck on the drums. My friend Carlos Torres on percussion. Always an honor to play with talented people, and if they'll waste their time recording with you, then very cool.
Even better.
Yeah.
Floats like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Ring me like a bell, darling, ding, ding, ding. If you love the bell, go ahead, take another swing. You had me on the ropes before I stepped into the ring. There's a sweet science, there's a sweet, sweet science to the arts of love and war. She floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee, hit you like a bullet with an angel's wings. Had me on the ropes before I stepped into the ring. Take another swing, I'm your punching bag. Take another swing, I'm your mother-loving punching bag. I can take a punch, I won't take it personally. The fight is with the game, it's not between you and me. There's a sweet science, there's a sweet, sweet science to the arts of love and war. She floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee, hit you like a bullet with an angel's wings. Had me on the ropes before I stepped into the ring. Take another swing, I'm your punching bag. Take another swing, I'm your mother-loving punching bag. If it makes you feel better, then it makes you feel. If it makes you feel better, then take a journey. If it makes you feel better, then it makes you feel. If it makes you feel better, then take a journey. She floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee, hit you like a bullet with an angel's wings. Had me on the ropes before I stepped into the ring. Take another swing, I'm your punching bag. Take another swing, I'm your mother-loving punching bag.
Hey,
There we are.
what in the world?
Cool.
The stuff we talk about off air. Well,
We roll right into that all the time, and
Yeah.
it's bad. It's we're still getting the hang of this. We're only in it
Yeah.
three shows.
For people wondering, it's mostly like calculus and a little bit of physics.
Right.
You know, we have fun chatting with the artist, as you can tell,
Yeah.
while listening to their music, and then all of a sudden we're in trouble because the music ends.
the music.
I thought it was the opposite. Like once the music started, then here goes. Yeah. What's next?
You guys are killing me. All right. Yes, this is show number 3 with
Yep.
Tris and Mike Karen in the studio, bringing this show to a whole nother level, which I greatly, greatly appreciate. And
You're
Dave-
welcome. We're just here to monkey around. I mean, you
Yeah,
can tell that's what
that's
we're
it.
doing. So
Yep.
Well,
Mike-
if it wasn't fun,
I know.
why
right?
would you want to do it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And we want to make it fun for the artist to have a good time, too.
Yeah.
Yep. And Dave Tibbetts in the house.
He's in the house.
He is here. He even brought his acoustic guitar and a couple guitars. We're gonna hear him play live as well. Let's see. Do you want to talk about this other band project that you've got?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love this band.
Tell us.
Yeah, so we're called Dry Bolero, and we do, I guess you could call it psychedelic cumbia-ish.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm learning every day.
Another genre.
Right?
We love that. We love people that have their own genre.
Yeah, and so it's a little bit of a throwback to like 70s Peruvian chicha and cumbia, but it's definitely a modern psychedelic take on that, I would say. And
Wow.
it's a fun platform to play a lot of experimental guitar stuff, and it's with my homies, you know, so we have fun and sing and get crazy, and yeah,
Awesome.
it's fun.
Very awesome. Yeah, this song is a lot of fun. Tell me the name of it again because I have trouble with the pronunciation of this one.
Yeah, I'll probably butcher it too, but it's called Bebida, and it means drink, which is pretty straightforward.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
How about
Nice.
that?
That's rocking. That's really cool. I love the guitar work in there, my friend.
Thank
Sounds
you.
awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun band to play with.
So
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So this. Tell me the name of that band project.
It's called Dry Bolero. Pardon the accent.
No, but I'm glad that you're saying it because I would chop it up.
Right.
And tell us, like, where do you guys gig?
This weekend we played at the Garcia Community Center in San Bernardino. We play at Alex's Bar once every couple months in Long Beach, and we're kind of all over the place. Yeah, and we all play in different projects primarily, but we get together to do this group and write together and gig where we can.
That's cool. That's cool. How awesome it is that you have these different outlets and they're all different.
Yeah,
They're all
definitely.
different.
Yeah.
Your original stuff, then what you do at 21 Oceanfront's a whole nother set,
Yeah.
and then this other band that I'm going to botch the name of.
That's okay. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to keep it diverse and fresh. And
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Wonderful. So, what's your choice of electric guitar when you're out there?
So I have a PRS.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I like a lot.
The cheap stuff.
Yeah, the cheap stuff. Yeah, I love it. It's very versatile, and as far as like doing different styles, it can kind of hang with
Cover
any style
everything.
I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's.
Right on. How about amplifier?
So I usually bypass the amp and just
Really?
run straight into the house PA. I used to have a Fender Super Reverb that weighed 5,000 pounds.
7,000 pounds.
And
Yeah.
made a ton of noise anytime you bumped into it.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Reverb tank. Yeah. What is it with Fender? They decided next to Roland to make like these boat anchors
Yeah.
of guitar amplifiers, right?
Yeah.
They're so heavy.
It builds character to carry that around to practice.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess, but you get all set up and you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's time for a nap after you get that set up.
Yeah. And then someone's always telling you to turn it down.
That never happens to guitar players. It's so weird.
Yeah.
What?
Right. Yeah, we never have to deal with that.
I know somebody else in the room that knows quite a bit about this amplifier stuff.
Yeah, Mike. He's
That's me.
he's been doing amps for a long time. No, she's saying because I have an amplifier company.
Okay.
I build guitar amplifiers.
Yes, he does.
So I need to give
We
you
should
some
talk.
problems. Yeah, I have some problems for you.
I build light guitar amplifiers.
There we
Right.
go. That's the key word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
And the name of your company is
it's my last name, which is Mahaffey, Mahaffay, amps.com
Okay.
is the website, and I've been building these for over 20 years. And they fill a unique area of the business where they're not heavy,
Right.
and they're tube based.
Yeah.
So they have all the tones that you want to hear out of a tube amp,
Yeah.
but they're featherweight. They're featherweight.
Oh, that's
In fact,
killer, yeah.
I've got a Marshall 412 cabinet in my studio right now. I couldn't believe how heavy that thing is.
Right.
I've just not lugged one of those around.
Yeah.
And to think when I used to play, I'd play through up to six of those at one time.
Oh, I
Of course,
remember.
Mike was the one that had to move this.
Well,
But anyways,
that's why I had a road crew.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to go after that market, such as what you're talking about. Which
Yeah.
wouldn't it be nice to have an amp as long as it didn't have to lug something around?
Right. Totally.
Yeah, man.
shoot.
Thanks for the plug.
Yeah.
Hey, it's what I'm here
Canvas.
for.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm the
we're here
plugger.
for. Yeah.
Plug.
plug.
What else can we plug? We can plug that Martin acoustic you've got in your hands right now. We're going
Yeah.
to plug Dave Tibbetts playing it for us here on the
Wonderful.
air. If you
Oh,
want,
what, this old thing?
This whole thing. It's beautiful.
okay?
Sounds like a Martin, doesn't it?
It does. It feels like a Martin. It complains like a Martin.
Beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
And you know, I'm from this angle, I'm looking at the height of the strings off the neck.
Right.
That you've got incredible strength to pull that off.
People tell me that a lot. I'm always like, you're exaggerating, but I guess you're
No,
right.
you're like a half inch up there on the 12th fret. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Sounds
guys.
good.
Thanks
Yeah,
for listening.
sounds wonderful.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Beautiful. I love the wear marks on the guitar. Radio people can't see this, but he's literally worn a hole.
Literal.
A hole through the guitar.
1.5 holes there.
Yeah. What year is that?
So I'm not sure the exact year. I've had it about 25 years.
Oh,
I guess if we're going to
nice.
talk about the holes, we should mention the dried blood spots too.
Oh, got to do
20
that.
years ago, right?
Yeah. Bar fight, huh?
Yeah. Oh, one of many. But
El Kabong.
yeah, this is we call this Trigger Junior, right after Willie's famous.
Exactly.
guitar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, these days, with all the repop stuff, they do that at the factory, right?
I know.
They just
Yeah.
grind it in there just to make it look like.
I know. You can't fix this thing.
No,
right?
you shouldn't.
This is years
like
of
an old-
terrible playing.
It's like a pair of old jeans, right?
Yeah, it's
Right.
like paying
Yeah.
for torn jeans. You got to earn it.
You got to earn
right.
it for sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
Serious.
Wonderful.
I'd like to hear another one of those acoustic sessions by
Me too.
Dave Tibbetts.
Okay.
I agree.
Well, let's see. I don't know. I can just improv something and we'll just see how it goes.
That's what we do.
Sometimes the best it is.
I guarantee that's the best out-of-tune guitar you're going to hear today.
I don't think so. That's not out of tune to me. Sounds like it's very out of tune. I think it sounds very in tune. Yeah, nice, man.
You guys
Very nice.
I just,
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
that's takes a lot of gumption. There's usually a sign here that says "Don't swear."
Okay.
And I'm fighting not to swear on here. So when I use words like gumption,
Yeah.
there was a whole nother word
Yeah.
to just, strike out and play.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes a whole lot of,
Right.
Right.
Thank you, man.
I don't know if
Thank
you can use that word.
Courage.
Courage, there it is. All right.
I help you out.
We
I
found
help
it.
you out. Well, I do have that 12-second dump over there,
Oh,
just in
good.
case the accident flies out.
I don't have I swore you?
No, you have not.
Boy, how's that possible?
Don't tempt
Yeah.
yourself.
Right? So, what do you got lined up for the rest of the month?
Well, I've got a lot of 21 Oceanfront. I've got. Let me check my calendar actually here.
Should be on Mike's list.
Mike, where's your list, my dude? No, I'm teasing. I'm kidding.
That's right. Musicians submit to
Submit.
GZR Ground Zero Radio
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See there?
Send your
you gotta,
dates.
You got to
Very
submit
cool.
your dates, then you get Mike to read it on
Yeah.
on air.
Oh, heck yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming up. A couple private events, Balboa Bay Club on Sunday. I do Mondays over at Downtown Disney at a place called Splitsville.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, so
Oh,
Pretty much.
You want your mic closer.
not playing anywhere.
Yeah.
No, I'm
it
teasing.
sounds like you're playing everywhere.
Yeah.
Is busy, busy, busy.
Yeah,
That's
thankfully.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So, I guess, when did you first pick up the guitar?
So I would say probably when I was 15-ish, freshman in high school. My first guitar was a Memphis, which probably nobody's ever heard of that manufacturer.
absolutely.
Oh, awesome!
Oh, yeah.
If anyone's had the pleasure of playing a Memphis, it'll definitely make you want to quit. But
Wait a minute, is it an acoustic or an electric?
It was an electric.
Yeah,
No
right.
amp. So
Yeah.
no amp for about the first 7 or 8 months that I played, and I just could imagine how amazing the tones would be.
Oh,
through an
yeah.
amp, and just goof around with the stupid Iron Maiden riffs and
So
Black Sabbath and
Now I know how you can play that thing because the Memphis
Yeah.
has
Right.
action which is 1 inch off the neck. Right?
absolutely, yeah.
You have
It's
to
the
use your
worst
foot
action
to pull
ever.
a string
Yeah,
down.
and then they put those cables from the factory on there.
Yeah,
They had like wound strings even on the E.
yeah, yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
You
that
know?
thing definitely tested your patience.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
proved your desire.
Of course, now it's vintage equipment. Things probably going for like $2,200 on reverb or something.
Oh my
you never
gosh,
know.
probably.
Like
right?
remember the Greco's guitars?
Yeah.
Okay,
Greco made a Les Paul and Memphis. I mean, there's a lot of these brands out there.
right?
And to think they were called low quality because they were Japanese made,
Right.
Oh.
but they were
Yeah.
phenomenal in the factory.
right?
So should have kept it.
Yeah, that through my Fender practice amp was a tone that I might never want to hear again.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Awesome. I love hearing those kind of stories, though, because
Yeah.
interesting stuff people go through to get where they are now.
Yeah.
And you started singing.
So I started singing pretty young, probably right around the same time, because most singers in high school, whenever there was a gig, would miraculously wind up sick or call in sick. So it was kind of on me to just try and, sing through it, and it sounded terrible, and it stuck with me to this day. But yeah,
No. 21 Oceanfront wouldn't be having you back if that was the case. So,
yeah,
that's a good
yeah.
point.
Yep.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you guys. So, I started singing like Wild Thing and I Can't Explain and a bunch of just the garage rock type stuff, and Paranoid and
Yeah.
yeah,
Right on.
Yeah.
Some rock and roller.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. We come to the right place,
awesome.
right?
I can tell. I can tell.
So how does Paranoid go off at the Balboa Bay Club? That must be
So I will say that
do a
I
variation of that.
I do put a
Flamenco.
lot of Sabbath riffs, Maiden riffs, and for
Sneak 'em
the
in.
attentive listeners, they pick it up
Oh,
and
that's
are
classic.
always appreciative. You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
I heard him doing that even at Oceanfront
Yeah.
with me and Bethany sitting there.
That's
I
so
heard his
cool.
little riffs in between.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
To see if anybody's awake out there, right?
Yeah.
They're paying attention.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
did you just do? I know what you did.
A few little Easter eggs and
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And you were talking about when you were mentioning when you were mentioning the Creepers earlier, the drummer, how he just plays 3 hours straight.
Yep.
Talk about a guitar player that plays straight through. Seriously, Dave doesn't stop. When I at least I know the Oceanfront gigs that he does. Well, I went when you and Heidi were both there, and I mean, he just goes and goes and goes. I don't think I recognized Dave completely stopping.
Yeah. No breaks.
Just
Right on. Yeah, thank
kept one after another. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I try and keep it going, and I try and keep it spontaneous. I don't bring a pad. I don't bring a set list. It's all
You
spontaneous.
just
off
bring it
the
off the
cuff.
top of your head and roll with it.
Big time.
Awesome.
I want to be authentic. I want to be a
Yeah,
little old
yeah.
school, and a little bit of a throwback to the older days of
That's
people
cool.
just showing up with their guitar and making it work.
Now we're gonna have to come
very
see
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool, man. You guys should come.
you. We
check
will
it
for
out.
sure.
Definitely.
Yep.
I'll buy us appetizers.
There we go.
And we'll drink across the street at whatever.
In your car.
No, in the
car.
Just kidding.
Sneak something
Not the
in.
car.
Yeah.
We're all taking Ubers.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, we're not gonna drink in the. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No drink in the car.
I'm not talking about on the drive home beforehand in the parking lot.
Yeah, just
like civilized
after
people
you've
do.
driven.
Right.
After you've driven. That's what we're talking about.
Believe me, we enjoy interacting with the wait staff.
Yes. Yes.
I can only imagine.
No, I mean, I really appreciate everything they do because I've seen it from both sides of the bar.
Yes, you have.
And so I know what the people go through. So, be sure and tip your waiter and waitress.
Definitely.
Bartender. Hey,
Definitely.
bartender.
There's Mike reeling us back in.
Is he?
Yeah. he's
Is he doing
reeling us-
that?
Yeah, he is.
That's that fishing reference thing again.
Yeah.
It's going to be a song. I can feel it.
Right.
All right. So,
Anyways,
You can
Dave Tibbetts,
Yes, ma'am.
The last song we heard from your other band project, which forgive me for not saying the name of the band, but
Dry Bolero.
okay, I'm going to have you write that out like phonetically for me.
I have the easiest way to remember it.
Okay.
It's Drywaller with an O at the end. It's that literally
Drywaller.
that straightforward.
Dry Wallow.
Bolero. You just
Dry Bolero. Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you say it. So, would you guys consider coming in?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a great
because I
idea.
think
Yeah,
that would be
drywall
fun.
repair, right?
yeah, exactly.
Drywaller repairer.
Reparo. Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm
I'm
just
sure
working
I
on-
can scrounge up the guys to get in here. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
would be awesome.
I would love that.
Then, let's kick around some dates.
Okay.
And get that set up because that would be a blast as
Yeah.
well.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
For sure.
we love knowing about these other projects that these original musicians are doing because we want to give you airtime for all of those projects.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dave Tibbetts in the house. How can people get a hold of you?
They can't. No, I'm pardon.
I'm a very
You know,
private.
you're the second. You're the second guest that said that. To us.
It's all these introverts.
we
bring
had
in.
one guest, and that's like, so where do you hear your music? Nowhere. Okay.
Sounds about right. No, I have my Instagram. Is D Tibbetts Music. Most people misspell my last name through my whole life, so 2 B's, 2 T's, a couple of E's in the middle somewhere. I think.
Whatever you want to do.
There's an I and an E and an S.
Yeah. So I've got the Instagram stuff, and then Spotify. I have my bizarre recordings that
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I found it on
Something
YouTube.
fun.
I just typed your name in there. You popped up.
Oh boy,
I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff up there.
that scares me.
Yeah. With and without guitar.
Isn't that funny? You are being stalked.
Uh-oh.
That's what we do. That's what we do, though.
That's-
To make the radio show, we stalk people, musicians.
We call it show prep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I
That's
like
what it's
the
really
stalking
called.
part. I love. I just am so afraid of what's on YouTube. But what can you do? It's the public. So
It's the public.
yeah.
Yep. And okay, well, this has been like so awesome having you here, and thank
Yeah,
you
nice
so
to meet
much
you.
for bringing
nice
the
to meet you.
guitar.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
And I understand you have some other musical instruments with you tonight. Next time, let's work it out so that we just
Yeah.
get that all in here and set up and let you go at it.
That would be awesome.
Yes,
I'd love to.
we can
Thank you,
work that
guys.
out.
Yeah.
Perfect.